Hey guys, welcome to JoArt1 and Co Sports and Gaming. And guys, welcome to this week's edition of the NFL News. Alrighty guys, well, we've got the NFL News back again for you guys this week. Got some interesting topics to talk about. But before we do that, guys, if you haven't already and you're watching this video and going, man, you know what? I'm kind of interested in these kind of content videos. Make sure to subscribe to our YouTube channel, JoArt1 and Co Sports and Gaming. Make sure to subscribe and also click the bell icon so you'll be notified every time we do new updates. And guys, you can also put your comments in and tell me if there's any NFL news that I might have missed this week that you would like probably talked about in the next week's videos or any videos coming up soon. I'm willing and happy to do that for you guys. Hey guys, follow us on Instagram at JoArt1 and Co. Alright, let's get cracking into this one. And guys, this week we're going to start off with a minute of silence for a Patriot player that passed away this week, Charles Johnson, legendary wide receiver. We'll get to that in a minute. These are the topics we got this week. So Jimmy Garoppolo could be finally traded. There's rumors being talked about that at the moment, so we'll get into that. Tom Brady has a new weapon coming to Tampa. This is a brand new recent development that just came up today. Baker Mayfield is a Panther. News that was from last week, but I thought I'll give you guys more information about it. New England Patriot veteran, sorry, that was supposed to be DB. Jason McCourty retires. And of course, the Giants in Philadelphia are bringing their throwback gear, and Houston, Texas, Carolina, Atlanta, and New Orleans states will be having new helmets during the 2022 season. All right, guys, let's start off with, of course, a minute of silence for Charles E. Johnson. A sad loss for Patriots, Pittsburgh, and all the teams he played for. And also, the age of 50, still very young. It's unfortunate, and I like to pay our respect with this one, so we'll do a minute of silence. All right, guys, thank you guys for paying a minute of silence for Charles E. Johnson, a 2001 Super Bowl champion with the New England Patriots, drafted by the Pittsburgh Steelers in his rookie career. Um, Born 1972 and passed away in 2022. My condolences go to the Johnson family during this tough time. Um, my prayers and thoughts are with the family, um, and all just wishing them all the very, very best. And um, we are grieving as well as Boston fans as well. It is a truly major loss in the New England Patriot and Boston. Um, yeah, it's sad, but life is short and life is mm, one of those things. But my condolences, Charles E. Johnson. You've left a legacy behind, an amazing career, and we want to thank you from JoArt and Co. Um, for your amazing contribution with every team that you played with, and yeah, an amazing career for a young individual. Alrighty, so let's get into, of course, the big topic today. Jimmy Garoppolo. Now, we all know Jimmy Garoppolo's situation at the moment. He's been a quarterback at the moment that's really hasn't been performing as well as once thought. There had been rumors for months that yeah, the San Francisco 49ers were wanting to trade Jimmy Garoppolo to accommodate their new rookie quarterback, Trey Lance, to be at the helm, to be the QB1 for the team for the 2022 season. Um, and a lot hasn't been said about the Jimmy Garoppolo situation. Again, we all remember that Jimmy Garoppolo, after the NFC Championship game loss against the eventual Super Bowl champions, um, he said to the media that I think the next couple of days it'll really start to settle in a bit. He continued to say, "We'll see what happens in the next couple of weeks, whatever. But I love this team, just the fight battle in this team throughout the years. I've been impressive, and of course, um, I think it was supposed to be. It has been impressive. Sorry, that error there. It's been impressive, and I love these guys. So he's been quite quiet during the off season. Been very low key with everything that's been happening. He's been having private chats, of course, with his agent to see if there's realistically any teams that will be looking to acquire him during the off season. And I've seen a lot of people doing YouTube videos saying where he should go. There's a couple that are down below that I think personally, but also what's been also said in other videos. But it's interesting because with the Jimmy Garoppolo situation, we also got to account for the fact that Jimmy Garoppolo is probably one of the players at the moment that the salary cap for the San Francisco 49ers, they may be paying a little bit extra for him to keep him there. So if they do get rid of Jimmy Garoppolo, um, they have more cap city space to be able to re-sign players like Deebo Samuel, um, and sign other players amongst the group. Um, but then again, Jimmy Garoppolo, if he does leave the San Francisco 49ers, where will he go? So people have said the Cleveland Browns, Seattle, Houston, Texas, Carolina was a potential one before Baker Mayfield signed. So that recently has been one that's cut off. I've even said in my head maybe a team that might need Jimmy Garoppolo. I'm just thinking off the top of my head here. Washington is number one. I know they've got Carson Wentz, but I don't think Carson Wentz is a good fit for the Washington Commanders. He might be doing well in the preseason, but I don't know. It's a bit of a 50-50 situation with that one, so it's interesting. But yeah, the teams that I also see him going to is Cleveland, Seattle, Houston, and of course, if Carolina was still on the tables, he probably would have gone for that one, but unfortunately, Baker Mayfield signed, so Carolina is out of the question for him. Guys, if you guys have an opinion of where he should go, let us know in the comment section down below because it's an interesting debate actually to talk about because Jimmy Garoppolo is a good quarterback when he's healthy. When he's not healthy, he doesn't work productively as much as what we thought, but he still does put a lot of effort in every game he has. So, again, for any of these teams looking for a quarterback, it'll be interesting to see what happens, especially with the fact that there's teams that at the moment need a QB that's going to stand up for these teams, some of them. So, who knows? You could see maybe Jimmy Garoppolo either in Cleveland or Seattle or Houston. Who knows? Um, Definitely, I don't think Cleveland's the best fit for him, but I think out of all the ones that, even though I've mentioned it on the bottom there, I don't know. Cleveland doesn't seem, it seems like a good opportunity for him, but it's more, I reckon, look, as much as we say that, Cam Newton shouldn't really be a quarterback at the moment, should be a backup quarterback, I reckon Cam should try one more season in the NFL as a full quarterback for the Cleveland Browns. With the Deshaun Watson situation happening, I reckon that's probably the best choice for him, but it all depends. But Jimmy G, where's he going? We'll have to find out in the next coming weeks with that one. All right, moving on to Tom Brady has a new weapon coming to Tampa Bay. Now, we all know in the last video that Rob Gronkowski departed from the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. into retirement, away from the NRL, into his investments, like Mr. Rob Gronkowski does as well. And of course, Tom Brady and the Bucks had in sight their next tight end. They already had been looking throughout the offseason to see who they were going to acquire, and of course, they found this guy. The 32-year-old tight end Kyle Rudolph, the longtime veteran from the Minnesota Vikings from 2011 to 2020 and the New York Giants in 2021. He has been given a 1-year contract with the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. So now that means that basically the two main tight ends that Tom Brady will be working with is Cameron Bates and Kyle Rudolph. And then, of course, he's got the two rookies, Cody McLaury and Caden Otono. So let's see what Brady can do. Will Brady have the same connection as he does with Gronkowski with Kyle Rudolph and Cameron Bates? Oh, I know Cameron Bates, he's got pretty good connection at the moment because he's actually been one of their backup great tight ends for Tampa, especially when Rob Gronkowski was injured during the season. But again, it just depends on how everything goes. But maybe this is a good signing. Kyle Rudolph at one point was a really, really great tight end. Really was an instinctive player. Knew exactly how to get in positions to be able to acquire the ball if it was thrown to his direction. His route running wasn't bad at one point, but again, he has aged. He is 32. He's not a young tight end, but anything can happen. I reckon for Brady this year, I think the one task he's going to have is to find ways to win games in some different ways. Like he usually can win games in his normal stance way that he will put down a team, give him just a little bit of an edge, and then finish him pretty much towards the end of the game. But Tom Brady, unpredictable, man, really is. Well, this year he came out of retirement. That pretty much tells you that one. But yeah. So this is an interesting choice by Tampa, signing Kyle Rudolph on a 1-year contract to see how he will go. So there you go. Buccaneers, you've got yourself a tight end for this year, or second tight end as well. All right, moving on to the next topic. Baker Mayfield is officially a Carolina Panther. Now, the last time I did a video, I was going to talk about I think I did talk about the Baker Mayfield thing. Let me know, guys, in the comment section down below if I did, because I think I did. Yeah, I think I did. But Baker Mayfield is officially a Panther. Now, speculation had been for a while that, Baker Mayfield's situation was still an ongoing process. They had to figure out a couple of things with him, because he did request a trade request to the Cleveland Browns, but it wasn't accepted the first time he actually put it in. So he had been held for a while through the mid-season or the off-season, waiting to see if he could make a move, but unfortunately just didn't get a chance to make a move. So it's interesting to see. But yeah, I don't know. It's just a weird, weird thing. But either way, the point is, after all the noise and media reports leading up to the trade, not much had been happening during that time. At one point, actually, I was hearing a lot of reporters saying that he was actually, what Cleveland were actually thinking of doing with him was have him on the sideline sorry, have him play the first couple of games for the season for Cleveland, and then when Deshaun Watson came back, um, they would basically ditch Baker Mayfield. That's what I was hearing rumors, and it's one of those things like I don't know how that would have caused more controversy than anything. Waiting for a decision on Deshaun Watson. That situation hasn't been concluded. Next week, we may be having a video on the NFL stuff, NFL news about that, because I think that's just about to be given the evidence with that one, to Deshaun Watson, and the final conclusion of what they'll do with that. But apart from that, Baker Mayfield doesn't need to worry about this anymore. He is now officially a Carolina Panther. The first round quarterback pick of the 2018 NFL Draft is now officially a Carolina Panther for a sorry Yeah, so he's officially become a Carolina Panther, and the Carolina Panthers are giving a 2024 conditional fifth round pick. So the Cleveland Browns have a fifth round pick in the 2024 drafts. So there you go. This is one story that I've been waiting to cover because I think not a lot of us knew what was going to happen with this. Baker's situation was a very interesting one at the beginning, and then it basically kept quiet for so long, and then all of a sudden, when the news came out, everyone was happy for him because we did look. Baker Mayfield is a great quarterback. He's a great franchise quarterback to have as your number one quarterback in the squad. So it's hard to say that he should be left out of the season completely. Do you know what I mean? He's a great quarterback. He still has potential to bring teams. He brought the Cleveland Browns to a playoff, their first playoff in so long, won their first playoff game, and then got defeated, unfortunately, by the Kansas City Chiefs. But still, that's an achievement in itself. So you acquire, Carolina have acquired a very, very skillful player. Just it depends on how his injury has kind of tilted his course on how he's going to go with his career. We don't know. We haven't seen Baker Mayfield play since his last game in Cleveland, where he was busted. He had a busted shoulder throughout the whole season, and then in the off season had surgery to recover, and now he'll be fresh. Hopefully, fingers crossed for the Carolina Panthers. Alrighty, guys, and of course, New England Patriots veteran defensive back Jason McCourtney has officially retired from the NFL. The former sixth-round pick in the 203, sorry, no, the former sixth-round pick 203 in the 2009 draft and Super Bowl 53 champion defensive back Jason McCourtney has called time on his 13-year career. And of course, as you guys see, the little photo collage I've done there, he played for 4 teams in his career. Three of those teams were great. One was a bust, and it really was. But we'll got to still commend him on what he did during that season. There were stats that he was making up during that season, even though they had a really bad season. But yeah. So Jason McCourtney started his career in Tennessee. He was drafted there, played from 2009 to 2016. Then moved on to the Cleveland Browns in the 2017 season, which was his worst season in his career, he had said in media conferences and all that. It was the only season the Cleveland Browns had not won a game throughout the whole season. They went 0-16. So yeah, not good for the Cleveland Browns situation that year, but what do you do? But then came to the New England Patriots from 2018 to 2020, won his first ever Super Bowl, in which Jason McCourtney made a crucial play in that Super Bowl to ensure the Los Angeles Rams did not score a TD in that game. We all know how that game went down. The final score was 13-3. McCourtney saved one of the biggest touchdowns that could have made that game the Rams win. But Mr. Jason McCourtney saved the day, completely shut down that touchdown, and we ended up winning. And then he went on, so 2018 to 2020, and won his first Super Bowl, and then played in Miami from 2021. He moved on to Miami, Florida, Miami Dolphins in 2021, and played his last year of his career. Career stats were total sacks 744. Sacks point average is 1.0, so he was pretty good with sacks, but not. It was a very rare one. Defensive tackles, he had 2, 18 interceptions, 9 forced fumbles, fumble recoveries 5, and pass deflection 108. So well done, McCourtney, on an amazing career, especially one with the Patriots. A great year for us. So proud of that year still, 2018. Such a great Super Bowl. And yeah. All right, guys, moving on to the next. Sorry about that, guys. My thing was playing up there. All right, moving on to our next topic, and it is, of course, the Giants and the Philadelphia Eagles are bringing back their throwback gear. So we know how the Patriots this year are bringing back their throwback jerseys, but the Giants and the Philadelphia Eagles are bringing back theirs. We've got the nice iconic ones for the Giants. Um, Actually quite retro of them. They look almost like the Buffalo Bills one, to be honest with you, but it's not a bad jersey. And then you've got, of course, the Philadelphia Eagles um, jersey as well. They're going back with the Kelly green. So it'll be interesting to see these two jerseys take on the field this year. Um, any Philly fans or Giants fans, hope you guys are buying your merchandise and enjoying it. And yeah. Alrighty. And the last thing for this week. Oh, the writing. There we go. I don't know, it did the writing transition. And the last thing for this week is the Houston Texans, Carolina Panthers, Atlanta Falcons, and New Orleans Saints have their alternated helmets. So the Houston Texans have got the bright red helmets. They're bringing those back. Carolina. Now I know they've got also a jersey with that helmet, but the interesting thing is that black and blue jersey is pretty much their alternative jersey. Just they've made the jersey darker to match the helmet with it. So any Carolina fans, it's not that I didn't want to put it in. It's just you guys pretty much know the jersey as it is, so it's pretty obvious to see that one. Um, and then of course the Atlanta Falcons, the 16th of the 10th, 2022. They are bringing back their old traditional Atlanta Falcons helmets and Coca-Cola ones, the Coca-Cola styled helmets. So that's cool. That's actually, you know what? That's actually a really, really nice helmet. So any fans of Atlanta, there's your helmets. And the New Orleans Saints. Well, New Orleans Saints have got a brand new helmet with not their traditional kind of style of the top part. They've actually made the actual line on top of the helmet now with the actual team's logo. So they've actually made it small little versions. And yeah, it's actually really, really cool. I really dig actually this helmet this year. Apart from all the other three, Atlanta one and the Saints one I like at the moment. But the Saints one really makes sense. It's a great helmet, especially to the fact that it really does symbolize the New Orleans Saints' logo and the team itself. So it's a pretty good one considering. So yeah, exciting, 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 exciting. But yeah, guys. So Houston, Carolina, Atlanta, and Saints. These are your alternated helmets for the 2022 season. And we can't wait, guys, here at JoArt1 and Co. Soon we'll be doing a lot more NFL coverage and a lot more NFL videos starting to come up slowly. Guys, as you remember, we are a sports channel, so we will be definitely doing a lot of sports videos for you. Hopefully, fingers crossed, maybe I can get 2Block to join in with us. Um, Hopefully, it's going to be an exciting thing for both of us, especially. We're trying to do maybe the team lists. I think maybe we'll just do weekly picks and then maybe the Patriots and Chiefs team lists when they verse each other. Because really, Patriots are my team and my dad's a Chiefs, so I reckon I'll just stick with those two and maybe Tampa and Sam. I'll see. I'll see what happens. But either way, we're going to get into all that slowly soon. So that's all exciting news. But guys, that is it for us today. Hope you guys enjoyed this video. Guys, leave a comment in the section down below to let us know if there's any NFL news that we may have missed this week. If we've missed anything, let us know. And hopefully we can put it in next week to let you guys know of everything like that. But guys, make sure to subscribe to our YouTube channel at JoArt1 Co Sports and Gaming. Click the bell icons to be notified every time we do new updates. And of course, following us on Instagram at JoArt1 Co. So guys, the NFL season is only 50 days away. Everyone's excited, especially if you're an NFL fan. This is the best time of the year. The NFL season is starting back up, and hopefully, fingers crossed soon, I may be able to do a little bit more NFL video game stuff. So like you'll see probably Madden videos on my YouTube. It's probably from Madden Mobile at the moment. I'm trying to hopefully, fingers crossed soon, maybe connect the Xbox. I don't know, but we'll see how we go with it. But that's it from us, guys. Thank you guys so much for watching. Hope you guys enjoyed. And guys, see you next week for the NFL news. And that's a wrap. And of course, don't forget, go Patriots!